Hi, everyone. Professor Sackett-Taylor here. You've enrolled in my course this semester, Econ 101, Principles of Macroeconomics. And so I wanted to make this video to walk you through some of the course logistics so you are set up for success this semester. When you log into our PLATO course page, you'll come here to the welcome page or the announcements page. Head on over to the left-hand navigation menu and click on Course Logistics. Let's start by talking about assignments and deadlines. This course, Econ 101, Principles of Macroeconomics, is a hybrid Session A course, meaning that it meets for the first half of the semester and will have both in-person meetings and there'll be work for you to do and complete online. I've broken this course into 3 units. And each unit covers 3 to 5 chapters of content. For each chapter, you'll have 2 required assignments that will be completed online. You'll watch a video lecture that I record and upload to PLATO, and you'll submit a SmartWorks homework set or problem set. We'll talk more about that in a minute. In addition to these 2 required assignments, in every chapter, there'll be optional assignments which you can choose to do and record your time and effort. You have the option of taking a quiz, creating a study guide, or on occasion, I'll post additional activities to PLATO that I think you'd find helpful. Every chapter, you'll record the time that you spend on both required and optional activities in your effort journal. At the end of each unit, you'll submit your effort journal for grading. So let's talk about weekly workflow. This class meets from 9:45 to 11 on Tuesday and Thursday. Each in-person meeting will be associated with 1 chapter of content. So by Monday, you should make sure that you've watched the video lecture for the content that will be covered on Tuesday. That way, when you come to class on Tuesday, you're prepared with any questions you may have for me, and you've already seen the content so you can engage fully in the classroom activities that I have planned. By Wednesday, you should watch the video lecture for the content that will be covered in Thursday's class. So when you come to class on Thursday, you're ready to engage with that new content. Friday will be your deadline to submit all required assignments that are associated with Tuesday's content. And Sunday will be the deadline to submit all of the required assignments that are associated with Thursday's content. So you'll see that there are 3 days in which we are dealing with each chapter, Tuesday through Friday and Thursday through Sunday. If you'd like to take a more detailed look at the course schedule, you can click here to download the course schedule to your computer. It looks like this. You can see that in Unit 1, I've named the chapters that we're covering and indicated which day of the week and date that we'll be meeting to discuss that chapter. I've listed the required assignments and the optional assignments, as well as given you the overall effort journal deadline for that unit. You can see that we're doing 3 units. The first unit will cover 4 chapters. The second unit will cover 5 chapters. And the third unit will cover 3 chapters. Let's head on back to course logistics and look at grading information. If you've watched my intro video, you know that I'm planning on using a labor-based grading agreement in this class. What that means is that we're going to shift the focus away from the product, which is subjective, to the process as it's documented by you. What this means is that all of your documented effort or labor counts. And so you should be motivated to try new things, be creative, because there's really no way to fail since everything you do counts towards your effort and time in this class. This will hopefully create a more equitable learning environment. So how will you do this in practice? In this course, you'll be given a list of eligible activities that you can complete each week. Some of the activities are required and some are optional. You'll record the time that you spend in each chapter on both the required and the optional assignments in your effort journal. and submit it through PLATO for each unit. The amount of time that you log is directly correlated with your final course grade and is completely your decision. So on top of our agreements about attendance, punctuality, and effort, this is how your final grade will be determined. It's based on your attendance and participation. We have 12 in-person class meetings this semester. To get an A in this class, I expect that you have no more than 1 absence. And you can follow this column down to see how you might earn an A-, a B+, a B, and so on. Also, I'll be looking at your effort journal. Your effort journal records your time and effort for every chapter in each unit. And so I'll be looking at the average number of hours that you put in working on content from each chapter. To get an A in this class, I expect that you're putting in at least 3 hours of your time outside of class working on the content in each chapter on average. And you can read this column down to see what the requirement would be for an A-, a B+, and so on. In terms of punctuality, I'm looking at both the number of late assignments and the number of missed assignments. To get an A in this class, I expect that you have no missed assignments and no late assignments. You've met every deadline. However, as you go down the column, you can see that the requirements change. For example, to get a B in this class, you would have no more than 2 late assignments and no more than 1 missing assignment. So really, what I hope this comes across as to you is that it's all about your motivation and your choice and how much time and effort you put into the class, both in person and online. You'll be recording everything you do online, which will be back-ended, also recorded by PLATO. I'm looking for you to agree that you're going to meet the assignment deadlines, pass things in on time the best that you can, and record everything accurately and honestly in your effort journal every unit. Here's an example of what your effort journal might look like. For Unit 1, you'll record the chapter, the description of the activity, whether that activity was required or optional, and the amount of time you spent in that activity, which again is recorded by your computer in PLATO or in our other course site, which I'll talk about in a second. And so you'll have a total time spent on each chapter, and then I'll average that time each unit. This is a hypothetical effort journal. It shows a student who completes all of the required assignments for each chapter, but chooses different optional assignments to accumulate additional time and effort. This student spends more time on some chapters than on others, but averages above 3 hours per chapter overall. All of the eligible activities, both required and optional, are completed online, either directly in PLATO or in our Norton Publishing ebook shell. In both of those online environments, the total time spent active is recorded and available to me as the instructor. So please report your time spent as accurately as possible, rounding up to the nearest 15 minutes. So that's how you'll be graded. Let's take a look at what a unit appears to be in our PLATO shell. So you'll see that for unit number 1, I've built in what I'm calling a get shit done kind of day. We will have no class meeting on Thursday, September 16th. And this is to give you an opportunity to get caught up on any late assignments from this unit. The final deadline for all Unit 1 assignments is Friday, the 17th. And after that point, I will not be accepting any more Unit 1 assignments, and they will be considered missed according to our labor grading agreement. So here is your Unit 1 effort journal, where you'll submit 1 journal entry per chapter, which includes the description of the activity, that's required or optional status, and the time that you spent on that activity. I'm also going to ask that you use this effort journal to reflect on your progress in the course. What challenges are you currently facing? And what internal and external obstacles are getting in the way of you achieving your goals? What additional resources do you need to meet those goals? And what accomplishments are you most proud of? Your Unit 1 or Unit 2 or Unit 3 effort journal should have a minimum number of entries corresponding to the number of chapters covered in that unit. Please submit your journal no later than the deadline indicated in the course schedule. Now let's look at how you access each chapter's content. Let's look at Chapter 1, 5 Foundations of Economics. you'll see that I've split it into required assignments and optional assignments. In required assignments is where you will find the homework along with their deadlines and a video lecture that I post to YouTube with a link here. I haven't posted it yet, but there will be a link. The optional assignments include a link to submitting a study guide for this chapter, as well as the option of taking a quiz in Inquisitive. So let's talk about this. What is Inquisitive? What is SmartWorks? Well, these are online learning tools developed by a textbook publisher, Norton. And so if you navigate over to the left-hand navigation menu, you can click on Course eBook to see that the content that I'm covering this semester comes from Norton Company, Principles of Macroeconomics, 3rd edition by Lee Kopic and Dirk Mateer. And so all of our content will be coming from this book. And so you can read the chapters in this book for support. You can also submit your homework and your quizzes through this same website by clicking on them in the unit. So let's go back to chapter 1. When I go to chapter 1, let's say I've already watched the video lecture, I've attended the in-person class and done the group assignments, and I'm now ready to submit my homework. I click here to SmartWorks homework, and it opens the homework in a new window for me. I can complete this homework by clicking through the questions in any order, and I can complete some and then put it away, save my progress, and come back later to complete it. All of these are giving you unlimited attempts at each question, and it will tell you how much time you spend on each question. Because remember, your final grade in this class is not going to be how many questions you got wrong or right, but how much time and effort you put into this assignment. I'm expecting that the more time you put into this assignment, the more questions you'll get right. So that's the homework. It's the same way for a quiz. So if I was to go back to chapter 1 and go into the optional assignments, I can click here on the quiz and it will open it in a new window for me. And I can start answering my quiz questions. So I think that that's the basics for what I wanted to cover now in terms of course logistics. What do you need to do? I need you to click here in course materials in our course logistics navigation menu. Here you can watch a video on how you're going to register for SmartWorks and Inquisitive through Norton, because you need to have an account in order to access the homework and quizzes that I've embedded in our PLATO course shell. So please do click on this video and watch this video, and then follow the instructions to register with Norton so that you have an account linked to our class here in PLATO. And then all of the links should work seamlessly for you. If you have questions and they're technology related, I'm not always the best person to answer them because I can't always tell what's happening on your computer on your end. So you can click here for the Norton Help Desk, and they can help you with any technology questions to make sure that you're up and running in time to submit the assignments by the deadline. I know that that's a lot of information and you're brand new here. I'm here to help and I'm here to answer questions. So if you need me at any point, the best way to reach me is to contact me by email. My email is Sackett-Taylor, which has 3 consecutive T's in it, at westfield.ma.edu. I ask that when you email me, you give your email a descriptive subject line and you mention which course it is that you're taking with me. Ask me a specific question or make a specific request and include an appropriate closing. This is just good professional practice. I will be checking my email twice a day, once around 8 a.m. and once around 4 p.m. If you email me after 4 p.m., you can expect a response the following day. I am here to help you. I am here to support you. I am here to cheer you on. I hope that this video has helped you to feel a little bit more comfortable and confident in this online environment. And if you need anything, go ahead and shoot me an email now, and we'll get you all set and ready for a successful semester. Talk to you soon.